Covenants are occasionally mentioned in Bible. What are covenants? Covenants are occasionally mentioned in Bible Game Changer, so we'll discuss the some today. Throughout the biblical record, God has made covenants. The major covenants have been with Abraham and his descendants, children of Israel. A covenant is essentially a contract between two parties which obligates one or both to have certain responsibilities, actions, or provisions. A distinct difference with God's covenants is that he makes the covenants with men and not men with God. Although there are other covenants prior, the major covenants are between God and Abraham and his descendants, Israel. These are summarized as follows. 1. Abrahamic, unconditional covenant of promise per Genesis 12 verses 2-3, and I will make of thee a great nation, and I will bless thee, and make thy name great. And thou shalt be a blessing, and I will bless them that bless thee, and curse him that curseth thee. And in thee shall all families of the earth be blessed. Via the revelation of the mystery, we can look back on this prophecy and know just how God accomplished blessing all of the peoples of the earth in simple belief of the gospel. 1 Corinthians 15, 1-4, by grace through faith, Ephesians 2 verses 8-9. 2. Circumcision includes circumcision as the sign of God's covenants, as well as the land of Canaan, later to include the Palestinian land covenant, per Genesis 17, 9-11 and 14, and God said unto Abraham, Thou shalt keep my covenant therefore, thou and thy seed after thee in their generations. This is my covenant, which ye shall keep, between me and you and thy seed after thee. Every man-child among you shall be circumcised, and ye shall circumcise the flesh of your foreskin, and it shall be a token of the covenant betwixt me and you. And the uncircumcised man-child, whose flesh of his foreskin is not circumcised, that soul shall be cut off from his people. He hath broken my covenant. 3. Mosaic includes Mosaic law and Palestinian land covenant, and is a conditional covenant mentioned in Deuteronomy 5, 1-3, and Moses called all Israel, and said unto them, Hear, O Israel, the statutes and judgments which I speak in your ears this day, that ye may learn them, and keep and do them. The Lord our God made a covenant with us in Horeb. The Lord made not this covenant with our fathers, but with us, even us, who are all of us here alive this day. 4. Davidic. God covenanted with David that he would have a son as king forever, per 2 Samuel 7, 12-13, and when thy days be fulfilled, and thou shalt sleep with thy fathers, I will set up thy seed after thee, which shall proceed out of thy bowels, and I will establish his kingdom. He shall build an house for my name, and I will establish the throne of his kingdom forever. And this includes the 1,000-year reign of Christ as supplemented by the prophetic words of Revelation 20, 1-6. 5. New. God's yet to be fulfilled completion of a new covenant with the house of Israel and the house of Judah, per Jeremiah 31, 31-34. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel and with the house of Judah, not according to the covenant that I made with their fathers in the day that I took them by the hand to bring them out of the land of Egypt, which my covenant they break, although I was an husband unto them, saith the Lord. But this shall be the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel. After those days, saith the Lord, I will put my law in their inward parts, and write it in their hearts, and will be their God, and they shall be my people. And they shall teach no more every man his neighbor, and every man his brother, saying, Know the Lord, for they shall all know me, from the least of them unto the greatest of them, saith the Lord. For I will forgive their iniquity, and I will remember their sin no more. All of these covenants are of prophecy and earthly, and thus are not made with the church, which is his body, which is mystery and heavenly. Example, unknown to the prophets, since Colossians 1 verse 26 states that the mystery which hath been hid from ages and from generations, but now is made manifest to his saints. As members of his heavenly body, we already are blessed us with all spiritual blessings in heavenly places in Christ. Ephesians 1:3b. Rather, these covenants deal with God's earthly people and have still to come earthly fulfillment with his to-be restored people, Israel. But that must wait until God returns to dealing with Israel at the close of the dispensation of grace. Believer, know who you are in Christ. You are not spiritual Israel. Rather, you are members of the church, which is his body.